Hey, hey, we're back, y'all. Hey, I'm glad you're back in. I'm going to continue right on with the message about Lot's wife and how it pertains to us getting over this hump. You know, it's like they say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hump day. But it's more than a day because this is going to linger on. You know, God's timing is different than our timing. So us getting through from 3D over the hump into 5D. It's a process. Remember that. It's a process, but don't give up and don't get weak and don't fall into the worldly stuff. You know, be ye not of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so hang in there, and I'm keep going with the videos to keep you uplifted and keep you positive. You've done so much work, and I'm so happy for you because you've graduated. You have. And I know you may not see it yet and you may not feel it. You're like, listen, it's going to hit you one day and you're going to realize, like, what is going on? You're going to realize that you're not like everybody else, that you've made the steps. And, you know, some of it might be a little disheartening because you're going to realize that you did your work and you couldn't help other people to get where you're at. And that's okay. God's going to send you everything you need. But you need to understand that that's just it is. Listen. I've had to let go of a lot of loved ones, and still don't really want to fully let go, you know. But in my heart, I have not. You never really truly let people go, but if they are not significant, you know, they have to step aside. You have to have them step aside and welcome in the new. It's all about transformation. The whole thing in Keys about transformation is you're reformed, you're new. Everything's different now. So you're going to experience all new things, but just embrace it. See, one thing about life, I don't know how many times I've gone through changes and I had to move and stuff like that. It's all, ugh. But listen, once it's all said and done and you look back, you're like, I had to do that. I had to go through that to get to it. You know, you got to go through it to get to it. You know, ain't nothing to it but to do it. But change is a necessary thing. And sometimes we get very uncomfortable when we have to go through changes. And once we go through changes and the dust is all settled, we realize it's a better situation. Sometimes you move somewhere or you change into something or you get a new job or something. You don't really like it, but it could be a stepping stone. And then God moves you again. You know what I mean? That's not the best thing. I'm the type of person, I don't like to be moved around a lot. But let me tell you something. Within the last 10 years, I moved a lot, and I didn't like it. Even my son said, "You're moving too much, Ma." I said, this is not my fault. I had no choice. I went through some bad stuff, you know. So he's like, yeah, but you moving too much. I can't keep moving you. The next time you better call somebody else. I said, boy, you going to help me move if I, you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, so I get it. You get annoyed with it. Others get annoyed with it. So anyway, let's return to Lot's wife. And I'll address the W people later. Listen, go to my first video, November 30th, 2024, and learn about the W in my hand. It means you're a holy watcher. And it'll give you all the details of it if you really want to know, because you have it. It means you are a chosen one, and you is by no accident that you came to this page, and we're glad you came in here. But we're on a series where this is, you know, it runs in succession, and we're way up in the stratosphere with the level now because we have gone on into 5D, and many of us have cracked open the third eye and reached that Christ consciousness. So you need to go back and start where it all begins. I told people start and watch like maybe 10, 20 videos in the beginning. They're all 10 minutes each. You know, get a few of them in, get the gist of it, and then go to the end and scroll down some and then start at, you know, I don't know, maybe watch the last 20 videos, 20 in the beginning, 20 minutes. I'm just telling you a way to get the gist of it. Okay, so I'm going on because my faithful watchers that are always in here, we are on a roll and we're working on something else different right now, which is in regards to how we're handling this transformation we're dealing with right now. Okay, so in regards to Lot's wife, everybody, the solemn warning, Yah cries out to us. Remember Lot's wife. Remember her. Remember what happened. I told you the story, you know, the Sodom and Gomorrah story when, you know, they were told to leave because God was going to set to destroy the land of Sodom. And they had to go. And Lot's wife had such an attachment to it. Everyone was told, go, run, hurry up, and do not look backwards. She looked back, and she turned into a pillar of salt. So, when considering the irony and the mirroring of both subjects of us transforming and leaving behind 3D and going into 5D, the sudden destruction and change and loss is coming. In regards to this, Yehoshua is addressing his own second coming to judge the world, describing the awful state of the unpreparedness many will find themselves in that state of. Even Lot had to press on with the two daughters and leave Sarah, his wife, behind. He couldn't save her. And this, remember, Lot's wife, okay? She longed for her previous life. She was she longed for her, like I said, she longed for the previous life. She sinned through salt. Midrash was her name, and Agadash, something like that. She perished by salt. She was not fit for the kingdom. That's what it said in what I looked up about her. She also did not want to offer hospitality to the guests, the angels. I mentioned that. Sometimes following God's will takes us out of our comfort zones. You feel she was isolated as a pillar of salt. She's found still there in the Middle East. There's several films that talk about documentaries that show they've recognized where the pillar of salt, I think it's Iraq or somewhere, Saudi Arabia, but they found it and it's there. So salt represents a covenant, and salt also it has double meaning when it comes to salt. Salt can be a part of people's breakthroughs and restorations and protection and fortification. It cleanses, it purifies, it represents loyalty and friendship. But it can also represent symbolically the preservation of evil and the possibility of abandoning or deviating from the gospel, especially due to adulteration of the teachings of the gospel. So, in all this, what being said is Lot's wife, she just would not listen. She wanted to do her thing, and it was easy for her to fall in that trap, because she valued the comforts of Sodom that she found. But it was a false image of where they were at. She thought it was so great. It was called the new city. It was just like the building up of a whole brand new place. When they were all set with Abraham, the wife kept pushing Lot. We got to move on. We got to get our own thing. And I hear everything is going on down there in Sodom. That's where we need to go. That's the new city that's being built up. And we need to get down there and get all the benefits of the new city. So she was not ready to let go of that, So, in regards to that, you got to let go and embrace change and trust the Most High with this one. You don't want to be stuck in 3D. You need to advance and go on to 5D. So, in doing that, you stick with Him. You do your intentions. You pray. And trust me, the shift is going to take care of you. It's going to just happen. It's going to happen physically to you because you believe, because you have faith, because you trust in the Most High. Okay? So, here's some words that this great pastor said. I'm going to just say it the way he said it because it sounds so beautiful when I read it. He said, in regards to being redeemed, he said, I'm finished with low living. I'm finished sight walking, small planning, smooth knees, colorless dreams, tamed visions, mundane talking, cheap living, dwarfed goals. I no longer need preeminence, prosperity, position, promotions, plaudits, or popularity. I'm part of the fellowship of the unashamed. I have the Holy Spirit power. The die's been cast. I've stepped over the line. Decisions been made. I'm a disciple. I won't look back. I won't slow down or be sped up or still. My past is redeemed. My present makes sense. My future is secure. My goal is heaven. My way is rough. My companions are few. My guide's reliable. Mission is clear. I can't be bought, compromised, detoured, lured away, turned back, deluded, or delayed. He said, I will not flinch in the face of sacrifice or hesitate in the presence of adversary, negotiate at the table of the enemy, ponder at the pool of popularity, or meander in the maze of mediocrity. I won't give up or shut up or let up until I have stayed up, stored up, prayed up, paid up, preached up because of Christ. I am a disciple of Christ. I must go till He comes, give it till I drop, preach till all I know, and work till He stops me. And when He comes for His own, He will have no problems recognizing me. My banner will be clear by an anonymous African pastor. This was written and nailed to his wall. Alleluia, alleluia. In that, you stay positive and stay firm in your convictions and stick with it, child. You on your way. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great, blessed night. No, holy night. I love